Hi everyone, it's Judy here at River City Sewing, bringing you this week's video news from the store. Okay, so today, I know how much you like having a look around in the background while I'm talking, so I've positioned myself here to show you quite a few of the things that we were talking about over the last couple of weeks. All or most have arrived as planned. So, Kaleidescope dream panels. I'm going to step back slightly. Oops, this one's got a pin in the middle. This is the Kaleidescope dream panel. This is one of the four. This one is Opal. So you get an idea of the beautiful range of colours in there. So if you like something light and breezy with rainbow type colours, it's fabulous. So this one is Opal. The fabric is so beautiful that it's printed on. It's really super quality. The printing is gorgeous. You can get a closer look at the detail in there. It's just amazing. So that one, like we said, is Opal. This one is, I found this one really interesting. Sorry, I'm going to have to put that one down somewhere. There we go. Is Slate. Now I think this is going to be working well for any modern home. Anything where you don't want heaps of colour but you love your black and whites. It's just, I think it's an amazing print with that monochrome sort of look. That one is Slate, and I'm thinking about one of those for myself. I think that is really lovely. Third and fourth this one is called Aurora because it has purple and blue together. So on the same sort of colorways as some of the previous dream panels that we've had. So that's called Aurora, and again, beautiful detail in the center. And it's nice the shaping on some of the design, like with the Dahlia style panels were all very rounded shaping. This one's quite a little bit different. This one is Hummingbird, and it's spectacular too. So as you can see, I couldn't resist them all. They're a really lovely, interesting design. But the good thing is, looks either you can make of it like one of those little IQ type tests where you got the little smudgy pictures and you can see into it what you would like. This one you can see it's got like the stars. It's got that little action happening up here, like feathers. It's got very interesting curves and hearts and all these different things in the design. So it's going to go with a lot of different shapes. Okay, so you could have straight lines, you could have lots of curves, you could have pretty much anything's going to match in with this with a little bit of imagination. So this one is Hummingbird. We've had Slate. Aurora is the blue and purple, and of course we've got the Opal as the multicolour. So they're interesting. They're in store now. Thank you for those of you who pre-ordered them. So you got in early to make sure that you got them. Fantastic. And look, they're here and ready. Come and have a look, and you'll be able to see just how good a quality that material and the base fabric really is on those. Now you see behind me, we've got those poinsettia dream panels up there. Now the greens in those are quite deep, and they're varied through the backgrounds of those panels. I found some fabric to match it, and it's out of the same collection. So this is the matching fabric, and it's fabulous. It's got all the different greens, and then it's got some gold over the top, so it has that little bit of sparkle. Not over the top sparkle, but just enough. And then this is the white to match it. So if you are doing anything with the pink or the white one, this would match it perfectly along with the green. So even just as a regular fabric or a fabric on its own, this is really, really beautiful fabric. Such nice quality, which is fabulous. Sometimes you get some fabric and you think, oh, you get a little bit disappointed. I'm not with these. I'm really happy with the actual print on these and the base cloth as well. So let me pop that over there. So there's a couple of the items that came in. The sewing room from Amanda Murphy is in. We've just got to find a spot for it over the next day or so. But if you're around today or tomorrow and you ask about the site, you want to see it, come on in. We've just got to find a spot for it to go. Classes next week, pretty full. There's a few spots left in Tuesday evening and Monday afternoon. But coming up the week after, not next week, but the week after, is the beginning of the So Kind of Wonderful classes. And on the 18th is Margot's Mondrian class. So I'm going to just move the camera and I'll come back and I'll show you the sample of the Mondrian. So behind me is Margot's sample of her Mondrian As We Go class. Now you can see this is a smaller quilt, not a big undertaking, but it gives you a great technique of how to do this particular quilt as you go and in this style. Now I think it's a lot of fun. I think it's pretty spectacular quilt as this size. I can imagine it in a bigger one, but as a technique class, it's going to be a lot of fun. We have some spots left in this one, and it's going to be, I think it's really exciting because it's a really different way to look at quilt as you go, and you'll learn lots of fun technique with those. Okay, so this is Mondrian As You Go. Still got some spots left, and we've got a few of Margot's samples here in store now, so you can come and have a look at all the different classes. So why not come in and have a browse around? So one of the fun things that happens here at the store sometimes is people ask us for a particular product, and because it's maybe a Clover product or whatever, we're able to get it in. And one that we got asked for was some felting equipment. Now, felting is using natural fibers to basically punch needles through and meld two together. So you've seen it in a lot with kids, like they have small felting projects. There's felting tools on some of the machines. This particular one that we're talking about now is, these are hand-worked felting equipment. So this is a felting mat, and it's got like a brush, and the idea is that you have a felting tool, you put your fabric across the top, like say you got a wool jumper and you want to put a little embellishment on it in felt or fabrics, or not too much fabrics, but wool or rovings or those kinds of things. You want to make something a little bit fun go on the front. Pop that across, and then the felting tool with little barb needles comes through and pushes through the top of the fabric through that particular material and helps meld it together with the barbs. Now this is what the felting tool looks like. Okay, it's got some really fun information on there. So you can decorate most things as long as it's a natural fibre. Wool works really well, and if you have some wool felts or you have some roving or you have some, I know sometimes at the show you can get fibre yarns and stuff like that. And as long as they're natural fibres, they work really, really well. So coming up to winter, it may be a way to jazz up something that you've got in your wardrobe that maybe just needs something to brighten it up a little bit. Then why not give it a shot with one of these? They work beautifully like little embroideries. You can do quite a lot of fun. There is a bit of information about these ones online. It's the good thing about these felting and punching is that you don't need glues or anything like that. It's basically interlacing the fibres of one fibre to another to make something really, really interesting. So some people call it punch work, some people call it, we call it like felting, but there is different sort of things that you can do with it. So that's an interesting one coming up to winter. And we have also some replacement needles for these particular tools. So if you do have the tools and you need some new needles, we've got some of those as well. So that's some of the fun things we've got in new from Clover, and why not come and have a look at the range of the things that we have here at the store. One of the best notions that everyone needs, and if you haven't got one, you've got to call, order it, or come in and get it, okay? So you can order it online, you can ring us, or just come in and grab one. Okay, so these, what are they? They are a pin picker-upper. Okay, their real name is a lighted pin picker. Okay, what it is it's got a magnet on one end and it extends like this with the magnet, so you can pick up all your pins on the ground, underneath the desk, underneath your sewing table. But the best thing, it's got a light on the end so that you can see where that pin is gone, where your scissors have gone, all those different things. If you don't have one of these, you should have one. It's going to save your back, save hitting your head underneath the table, save you from tripping over, when a tool like this could be really, really helpful. Okay? Don't let anyone else in your family grab it from you. They've got to get their own. This is for you, for your sewing room. Okay? Whether you're an embroiderer, whether you're a quilter, whatever kind of sewer you are, you need one of these. Saves your back. Saves your sanity when you drop something and you cannot find it. Great feature is this little light that switches on and off just by turning it a certain way. There we go. And it will illuminate where you're trying to find what you dropped. You all need it. If you haven't got it, come and get it. Order it and we'll make sure that we get them for you. So that's the lighted pin picker, otherwise called the picker-upper, pin picker-upper, and available now $10.95. You know, best thing, better than, it's much cheaper than a physio appointment, I can tell you that. All right, so make sure you get one of those. It's a nice thing when I'm filming in the store before we open. It's nice and quiet, and sometimes you might hear trucks running forward and backwards and doors opening. So I apologise if you hear any of that in the background, but it's the quietest time of day for me to try and record this particular news. This end of the store, we have all of our threads, all of our Robinson Anton threads. We've got some of our new Wonderful thread packs and all those kinds of things. So if you're getting into embroidery, and as we get into our weather, hopefully now is starting to change into a little bit cooler. Some of us is getting back into doing more of our fun embroideries and quilting and sewing and all those kinds of things. Make sure that you take a look at your stash of threads. It's taken a while, but we've almost got a full collection back again. I mean, we've tried really hard over the COVID time to make sure that we have a full selection of Robinson Anton here so that you can keep going with your projects. Sometimes delays with production has made sure that, you know, it's very, very difficult, has been very, very difficult to get supply of some of these colours, but we're getting there. We're getting very full, as you can see again, and with the addition of some of the fun Wonderful embroidery threads, then you may want to try something a little bit different. But at the moment we've got quite a big range of Robinson Anton here, as well as here in front. I'm just going to turn the camera slightly. We have a lot of our sewing notions, our dressmaking style things here. So we have some of the patterns from Liesl & Co. On display here. There's quite a few if you're looking for winter jackets or making something a little bit nicer. We've got some coats, all those different things. So why not come and have a look at some of the different things we have through the store. It's all laid out very like things together. We've got some adjustable dress models from Singer as well. So if you're thinking of getting back into some dressmaking or making your own clothes, then why not come and have a look. We do have the models available from Singer. Now currently normally $359. Okay, some of the dress models, there's a couple of sizes in those. There's a larger size and a smaller size, so depending on what your size is, you may be able to just let us know and we'll be able to find those particular ones. They're on sale at the moment with Singer, so you can come in and have ask us about that and get yourself sorted, because there's nothing like fitting your clothes. But if you can make your mannequin similar shape to what you are, it's going to be like having an extra pair of hands as you're fitting the clothes and making sure it fits you beautifully. So mannequins are really, and dress models are really helpful in that sewing process. So why not come in and ask us and take a look at what we have here at River City. At River City Sewing, we've got some interesting machines, and this one is really interesting. This is the Bernina Kaffe, a Fasset edition 475 QE. Now, we want this to go to a great home. Someone who loves to create, you like something a little bit of fun, and you love colour, then this is your machine. It is a beautiful 475 QE Bernina with the limited edition Kaffe Fasset styling on the front. Interesting, unique, very, very exciting machine, and one that is going to be a great addition to your sewing room. And it's just incredibly amazing because he has styled it, he has created the colorings and the decoration especially for this series of machines. So come and get it at River City Sewing. We've got one here ready to go. It can be yours, so come and see us here and take it home today. Don't forget that we've got our Husqvarna foot class coming up. Make sure if you haven't booked in already, or you Husqvarna people out there, make sure that you book in and get the most out of your Husqvarna and have a look at all the amazing array of accessories that are available. We'll be showcasing a few. We won't be showcasing the entire range because that would take days, because there are so many interesting products in the Husqvarna accessory range. But some of them will be really interesting for you. Husqvarna do have, like we said, a very large variety of accessories. So it's always interesting how the right foot can make such a difference with your sewing. So why not make sure that you book yourself in for that. So from Judy and all the team, thanks for watching. We look forward to seeing you in store really soon. If you've got any questions about anything that you saw today in the store, please give us a call and our team will be able to help you. So until next time, thanks very much. Bye for now.